Hi, my name is Noshad, some guys know me as Shabon, and this is my Spurs video podcast. Basically going to talk about a couple of comments that were given to me on some of my vlogs. One's from Original YT Name. He asks about how about Shaqiri. He thinks it'll be a great signing to give our wingers kick up the yards. I actually spoke about that, especially on the right hand side, our wingers do need that fire lit under them, and I spoke about Jovetovic. He said, well, do you know what, I don't think Shaqiri will be available because the price of a rocket. I don't think Shaqiri would have been available, period, especially for this, post-January, mainly because, you've got players, he's in the Champions League, they're going to want to try and go as far as they can, they'll get as much money as they can. I don't think they'll get past the last 32, the first stage of the knockout, but if they do, and if they get to the quarterfinals, and beyond, which I doubt, but if they can do that, obviously more money for them, their players get more featured, they get more noticed, and their players, if they're already high now, can you imagine how much higher they'll be if they do well in getting for the last 32, and even getting through the last getting through to the last, getting through to the last 16, and then get through to the last 8, and even through to the last 4, Imagine how high the value will be as a result. So that's why I don't think that will happen there. Made from in my video for Made from Russian Love, SBE Spurs, he was speaking of, basically he said, like, he agreed with get rid of Pav, great player on his day, but he scores a goal, but there's not much else. He talks about Gomez. Should we be selling him? The reason I wouldn't be selling Gomez in January is because it's very hard to get hold of good goalkeepers. Clubs don't like letting them go. Good goalkeepers are worth their weight in gold. No, not all the time, but still, they're weight in silver, especially in the case of Gomez. And it wouldn't. I don't think it's worth selling him just yet. Cause especially we can't replace him in for that reason. He talks about Cranchar. He thinks his class. He'll get into something for. I don't think so. I think Cranchar. There's basically the 3 positions that Cranchar can play in. So 4 positions. One is on the left hand side where Bale plays. One is behind the striker where Van der Vaart plays. One's in the middle where Luka Modric plays, and one on the right hand side where he's definitely got technical skill, but he lacks enough pace to play on the wing. Where Lennon plays, and that's why I think he falls down. Pienaar, maybe I know Pienaar was at the African Cup coming. Well, the African Cup doesn't really matter. South Africa aren't in it, so I don't know what he's doing there. And again, there is that feeling that it's a marketing ploy. I think we already that marketing ploy once with Bongani Komolo, but I don't know what. Pienaar I think was a good signing. We obviously shifted off David Bentley, and until we can get a right winger that can, a winger that can suitably fill in for either Bale or Lennon, there's no point selling Pienaar just yet. First of all, he thinks that who should we sign? He talks about Dumbia. Should we? And then from CSA Moscow, and someone like Cahill. I think winter's not time to experiment on trying to turn talent. He apparently enjoys the pod, so him and Eggsy both enjoy this. Basically, the reason I wouldn't go with Cahill, I think Cahill's, like I said, Cahill's a good defender. I think in Kabul we've got a similar kind of player. There's a lot of seasoning need on them. They're both 24 years old, but compared to where they were now and where Ledley was at 24, I think they're a bit further ahead. I definitely think that I wouldn't go Dumbia, CSKA Moscow. I haven't seen the guy play, so I can't say anything about the guy. People do rate him, and people rate Musa. So the reason I was going for Jovetovic is just purely because he challenges 3 players in their positions. He challenges Lennon, challenges Bale, and again he replaces Pav, and that's the reason I was going to go for Jovetovic, for that reason only. And I think apart from I just think the fit is a lot better. He got us the Stoke match. We've already spoken about that. But he does say we should have running out of character by running out of stuff. He was taking off Parker, put on Sandro. I wouldn't have done that myself. I understand why, because Parker needs to conserve his energy. He's obviously got the gang at Sunderland, but I would have put on Dos Santos. I'd have put on Sandro, has Sandro and Parker do all the hard. So that way, the weight of running shifted between those two, and really give Luka more of that free role, really behind, get him pushing more forward, bringing more ball forward, and that way he could spread the ball either to Luka, or to Bale on one side, or Kyle Walker, or thread that ball through. But like I said, once we're down to 10 men, it's always going to be difficult. So that's what I think. In the second half, so many points defence. So many. Let's be frank. We could have gone scored 3 or 4. That's right. I could think of at least one goal we could have scored if Ryan Shawcross hadn't got in the middle, or another one if. I'm not going to talk about it, like Harry's lead. I'm not going to talk about a certain referee that seems to be trending on my Facebook feed, amongst my Facebook friends for some bizarre reason. So but it happens. It's got to be. We can't. The milk has been spilt. No point crying over it. We just have to deal with it. It pisses me off. It pisses off a whole lot of people, especially my friend Debs. And past me, you want to get her pissed. Debs Spurs, one of the sweetest people you'll ever know. And when she's pissed, man, you best be worried. Do you know what I mean? If I was Chris Foy, I would be heading up to Oldham if I were you. And definitely, yeah. But like I said, please keep commenting. Please, like it, hate it. Thank you for commenting. And again, come on, you Spurs.